Check, check. Oh my God, this new cable. My voice sounds so crisp. So crisp and so clean. How are you guys doing? Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Tuddle Daily Podcast live stream. Only got one person in here, and I'm pretty sure that it is Vulture. Just wait for some people to get in here before I start the show, because it really doesn't make much sense to do a podcast when I only got two people in here right now. So let's build it up a little bit. Let's keep edging and edging and edging. Oh, we got four people. We are definitely getting into some edging. What up, T-Bone? I'm sorry if I look like a hot mess. It's been a long day. I've been pretty busy. If you're in the chat room right now, make sure you share this. Go on your social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. Cornelian Orleans showing up strong. I mean, you're in here every night, buddy. Got to tell you, I really, really appreciate you checking me out. Charles Cornack, thank you. Thank you for showing up. So, just got done raining here. I mean, we're getting into that southern Florida type summer weather pattern where we have the sea breeze collision. And when are you going to be on Bobby Schultz again? I do not get the reference. Maybe that is a joke or a dig. I really don't know, but to know what you meant by that. All right. So before I get into the content and all that good stuff, I want to let you guys know I'm still campaigning. I am campaigning for the Orlando Weekly Best of Orlando in the category. What up, Iggy T? My designated hottest listener from the Great White North. But yes, in the category Best Podcast Not on the Radio. If you go to my website, Tuddle.net, that's Tuddle with two D's, Tuddle.net, it's right there, very easy for you to find. There is a banner, you click on it, it takes you directly to the page where you guys can write me in. I think he means Bubba. He asked the same thing the other night. Okay. That's the other thing. I was supposed to be on the show last month on the 15th. And then they had that big whole COVID outbreak at the BRN, which is understandable. I'm glad Blitz let me know what was going on, so I didn't go over there and catch the Rona. But I want to get back on the show so I can promote, because I really would. LOL. Thanks, Tuddle. This YouTube live has always boosted my confidence. Well, listen, I get it, because I have low confidence sometimes, but there is no reason at all that you should have low self-esteem about boosting your confidence, because I'm just waiting for some big-ass Canuck. No, I have not been vaccinated yet. I really haven't. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will get vaccinated or not. I mean, maybe eventually, but right now, dude, guys, I am battling some of the worst depression that I have had since I got out of the hospital, since I've been off of all the mood stabilizing drugs. I have the worst bout of insomnia that I have had in a really, really long time. Like, the lack of sleep is starting to catch up with me. It really, really is. But guess what I'm doing? I'm getting up every single day. I'm putting on a happy face. Even though my mom's not doing well, even though my dad's not doing well. Iggy T, do you know what shot that you're going to get? Are you getting the Pfizer? Are you getting the Moderna? Are you getting the Johnson & Johnson? Because my dad and mom got the Moderna. My mom actually did have to go to the hospital to be able, because she had a bad reaction to the Moderna shot. You're getting the Pfizer. Okay. Now, see, that's the thing about it. Like, everybody wants to talk about, oh, well, you should have insurance. My dad has worked all of his life. Do you know, like, they're giving him 5 days, and then they're going to start charging. Like, the insurance does not cover the rehab facility for him to be able to try to get his mind right, to be able to get his speech right, to get his walking down, his motor skills. Or they're gonna start charging us out of the ass. And I think it's complete bullshit. Also the other thing is, since they moved my dad from the hospital to the nursing home / rehab facility, I have not seen him. My mom has not seen him. Because here in the state of Florida, with all the nursing homes and stuff like that, they got to be in quarantine. So my dad has not seen us. We have not seen him. And I'm getting a little worried. I really, really am getting worried about the whole situation. I've been telling people I'm hoping for the best, planning for the worst. And I know that is a very, very depressing and bleak way to look at things, but it's just the way that I got to. I am just trying to stay busy. And I think that might be one of the reasons why I am not getting a lot of sleep. Yeah, it really is. And also the I don't know why I did it. I know that I post stuff. I get in my feelings, and I post some dumbass shit on social media. And I did last night. I posted something, and I'm just paraphrasing it. I wrote that I'm so fucked up and broken that I've come to the realization that I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just am. I've come to that conclusion that I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I really, really do. And the reason I say that is as of late, a lot of the women that I've been meeting, matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, the last 3 women that I wouldn't even say dating, but seeing, have all been chicks that are into the spiritual, like astrology type stuff. Yeah, I trust me. Look, all right, so maybe this is the reason that I get friend zoned all the time. Because I go into, when I meet somebody, when I meet somebody, I go into it with no expectations. And a lot of the guys and a lot of people tell me I was hanging with a lot of the hotties last night, but guess what? And I don't want you to think like I'm sexualizing women or anything like that, but I mean, come on. I mean, we're all guys here. Guys are very physical. Guys are very sexual in nature. We all are. But I think the reason that I get friend zoned is that I go into, when I meet somebody, is that I go in with no expectations. And the way that I look at it is, if it becomes more than friends, then that's good. that would be amazing. But if it doesn't, at least I made a friend. And I keep getting completely shit on. Not shit on, but it's just like I do more for them than what they do for me. And I don't want you to think that I do stuff for these people that I meet just to be able to, get some ass or get something in return. That is definitely not the case. I'm just an old-fashioned type guy. I single child, only child, and grew up in the South. My mom and dad always told me to respect people. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. Yes, sir. Always be polite and respectful. And I think that is actually what is hurting me. And I know a lot of you guys are probably like, "What, Tuddle? What do you mean you're respectful? You're a dick. You're a problem solver, or a problem creator on the air." I mean, that is my character on the radio or on the podcast, and I don't want you to think that I'm being fake on there. I always try to tell people there's Patrick, and then Tuddle is Patrick on steroids. Well, but Cornelian, do I need to be a dick? Do I need to be an asshole? Do I not here, I'll give you another example. I open the door for women when they get in my car or my vehicle. If I'm gonna be very southern and say vehicle, I open up the door for them. Does that make me look like a bitch boy? Does that make the women they smell the weakness, they smell the blood in the water? I'm just saying. I mean, obviously what I'm doing right now is not working out. So, obviously I guess that I have to change things up. Cuz I really really do. I don't want to sound pathetic. Listen, I also got a lot of bigger problems on my plate. No, and that's the thing about it, Cornelian. I have the confidence. I do. I have all the confidence in the world. I don't get embarrassed. I am not afraid to be able to go up and talk to somebody. I have no fear. Oh, it's very crazy. Iggy T. It's extremely, extremely crazy. But these spiritual chicks that I've been meeting as of late, holy shit. Man, oh man. They're hot or they're cold. Seriously. One day, they're all about you. They send you all types of signals that they're interested. And then the next day, it's all, you don't want to overshare your life details. Yeah, I really do think that is one of the major problems that is C-blocking me when it comes to taking a relationship to the next level. I really, really do think that might be the problem. Because a lot of people know too much about my life. Here, I'll give you an example. At the beginning of 2020, I ended up meeting this one woman. Very, very nice. I mean, we hit it off. We got along very, very well. She had triplets. Yeah, I had triplets. And I'm at the age where I don't want to... No, I'm not sending dick pictures. But I'm at the age that I'm also not going to waste a lot of time. I'm going to be open and upfront. I'm not going to waste their time. I'm going to be up in front because, listen, my whole life story is available online. It is. So if they wanted to learn about me, they could easily do that by just Googling my name and seeing all the amazingly dumb stuff that I've done in my life. So why not be upfront? But this one chick that I was talking to for a couple of weeks that we had plans on meeting, I told her and was upfront about me being in the mental institution. And she was like, well, why were you in the mental institution? I was like, well, I tried to harm myself. I tried to end my life. And she cut it off right there. She was like, I cannot have you around my kids. And I get it. I was not even mad because I know that if I had kids and there was a guy that was kind of suicidal, I definitely would not want that person anywhere near my kids. But I'm glad that I threw it out there because, what if we would have carried on the relationship? It would have gotten a little bit further and then she would have found out about it and then kicked me to the curb. I think that would have hurt a lot more than me not telling her. Just rip it off like the Band-Aid. So, yeah, I do agree. I do overshare stuff. And, I've always played the character of the downtrodden, out of luck, just Debbie Downer type person. So I'm sure that also does not help me out as well. And I listen, I don't want you guys to think that I'm complaining and stuff. I've always been this way. I like to share every single thing that is going on in my life, no matter how embarrassing it is. I mean, I think I kind of proved that. Okay, Iggy T. I don't know if you've heard of this thing called Me Too. Because really, look, I'm not trying to be misogynistic or sexist or anything like that, but it's gotten to the point where guys cannot take control. They just can't do it. Because it just takes one woman making an accusation of, oh, he sexualized me. We're living in a time where guys cannot even compliment women on the way that they look without being afraid of getting, grouped into that Me Too movement. I mean, it's the truth. I'm not. Hold on, I got something in my eye. I'm not trying to downplay that women don't get sexually harassed. I'm not downplaying that women don't get sexually assaulted. But are we going way too far to one side? What do you mean, Cornelia and Orleans? Please explain. Like, I tell people one of the most favorite things that I like is when somebody gives me an opinion that changes my mind. So please tell me. I'm not saying that it's all women, but you also got to understand why it would make guys a little gun shy on about what they say or how they act around women. You can't deny that. And if you can change my mind, you know what? Bravo to you, because it is the truth. It really, really is the truth. The good guys, because the bad guys have ruined it for the good guys, the ones that are respectful, the ones that do the nice things for women. They just can't, like Iggy T said, you gotta take control. What does take control mean? That's a very, very broad term when you say that. No, I Iggy T. All right, so maybe I used the wrong choice of words. I mean, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I just need to burn a timeout. Maybe I just need to stop trying so hard. Maybe I just, you know what? I've been working out. Still have Tinder. I do get where you're coming through, though, or coming from, though. Well, thank you, Iggy T. But listen, I don't want people to think that I have low self-esteem because, listen, like I've told people, this is the best that I've ever been physically and mentally, even though that I'm going through a rough spot right now. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I think I'm a catch. I've been working out. Look, I'm getting in shape and stuff. I've baited plenty of women's hooks. And it's, well, let me think about that. No, baiting a woman's hook has never, ever got me laid. It just hasn't. Because if that was the case, goddamn, I'd be like Wilt Chamberlain of baiting women's hooks. If that was the case, I probably would get so much, and it wouldn't even be close. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm just venting right now. I really am. You got that nerd hammer. I mean, I can't think. I mean, that's, there's a lot of rumors that have always been started, and they're usually bad for the people. But Tom and Dan have always, like, carried that on. You're a catch. Maybe you just need to find a non-spiritual woman. Yeah, I agree. Man, there is a lot of stuff that I want to vent about, but I'm not going to be that guy to put people on blast. I'm just not going to be that guy. It's just all about being considerate. It is. I mean, that's all that I want. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I could do that. I guess I can. I just don't want to catch any charges. I just, got my life turned around. Don't rush it, man. I spent 2 years single and no sex. Well, you guys also got to understand, guys, I've talked about this before. You guys know that I was on all those psychotropic drugs. I was on 3 different mood stabilizing drugs. And I didn't realize how much that was killing my libido. I thought that I was being responsible. I thought that I was, concentrating on my career after my divorce. And that wasn't the case. Because I got to tell you, once I got off of those medications, I was like a teenager again. Holy fuck, it was embarrassing. Thank God you're not Josh Duger, yeah. I mean, that definitely would be worse. But what I'm trying to say is when you're on those meds for so long, they kill every bit of interest that you have in the opposite sex. Thank you, Mark Bloom. No. I don't tell people about the medications and stuff that I'm on. I'm just saying, like my sex drive went into overdrive whenever I got off of the mood stabilizing drugs. And I think that's why I'm pressing the issue so much. If I'm just being honest. And, a lot of the things that I have been thinking about, I mean, think about this, guys. I'm an only child. Both of my parents are not doing very well. Oh, yeah, BH, I'm going to start doing more of that stuff. I really, really am. But, being an only child, seeing my parents, do you wish you had a brother or sister? Yes, I do, Iggy T. I really, really do. I don't think people realize what being an only child is. People think, yeah, in your early years, you do get all the attention and stuff. Everybody has this in common. Your parents are going to die one day. Just the plain facts of life. And I really don't have a lot of connections with other family members. My dad's brother, Uncle Harold, I do a lot of stuff with him. Yeah, I mean those drugs will fuck you up. So once my parents are gone, I'm on my own. Hell, I am 40 years old. I don't have a family. I don't have a kids. And I know that that's not like a big thing, but I really am. Once my parents are gone, I don't have any family members. I just don't. And that scares the shit out of me. And I think that that's why I'm pressing the issue to meet people. I'll admit it. That's the exact reason why I'm doing it. Well, Iggy T, I mean, hopefully she meets the right person and finds a partner, because I thought that I had found my partner, the person that I was going to be with for the rest of my life. And being an only child didn't bother me at that time. But now, when you get into those 40s, you start thinking about it. You start thinking about it. It's like, oh crap, man. Life, which is already like, I've talked about this before. Being born a person alone, to be born a human being, the odds are 1 in 400 trillion. And then you only have a finite amount of time when it's compared to how old the universe is. It's a blink of an eye. It really is. I talked about somebody with this the other day. It's like, this also is a quote from The Office. It's like, don't you wish that you could realize that you were in the good times while you were in the good times? Because you don't appreciate the good times until they are gone. Because I used to remember, it was like, in my 20s, I'd be like, oh man, fuck, this sucks. Life sucks. And then like 5 years later, it'd be like, oh man, this sucks. I wish 5 years ago really wasn't that bad. And that does happen to everybody. It just happens. It really does. So, you know how now it's not strange to be single or not, have a family. I have so many friends that are divorced and single at the age. Yeah, I get that. Listen, I mean, they say you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. So, I mean, that statement is pretty true, but there is something about having blood relatives. I mean, I don't know if it goes back to our animalistic DNA that's ingrained into our brain. Man, I just rhymed. Ingrained in your brain. Sound like Cypress Hill there. So what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I know, like, friends can be family, but it's really not family. It just isn't. Man, this has been a really fucking depressive live stream. And I'm burning up. I need to go eat. I got shit that I got to handle. I'm sorry about the short live streams. I'm trying to do the best that I can. I want to tell everybody that I appreciate everything that you guys do for me by supporting the Tuddle Daily Podcast. Make sure you go to my website, Tuddle.net. That's Tuddle with 2 Ds, TUDDLE.net. You'll be able to go there. There's a banner right at the top of the page that will take you to the Orlando Weekly Best of competition, where you can write me in on the category of Best Podcast Not on the Radio. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show, and I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope I get some sleep tonight.